Hey everyone, this is Pamela from Memphis FoodTrotter.blogspot.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Memphis FoodTrotter, and this is an episode of Pamela Fears Not. This is a series where I try out recipes finally that I have for years and years avoided. So today we're going to attempt to make milk bread or milk buns. So they're kind of like your dinner rolls, but they're supposed to be soft and fluffy. And the reason why this is on today's episode is because I am scared of using yeast. The thing is, you have to wait forever and a day for it to rise to see if it even works. So you spent hours waiting things to rise, and if it doesn't work out, then it's kind of a disappointment after so many hours. So I've been watching this lady cook, and she's a phenomenal chef. And so I'm going to try and see if I can follow her video today, which I will link in the description box. And let's get started.
Okay, so in a bowl, you're going to put in 120 milliliters of water with a teaspoon of yeast and 3 teaspoons of sugar. Now, the original recipe did not tell me to put warm water or to let it sit and bloom, so I didn't, but I probably should have. Then I added 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Except I did half a teaspoon since I used Himalayan pink salt. That's just what I have. And 4 tablespoons of milk powder. Of course, I'm going to mix these together. And then I will add in the rest of my ingredients once that's mixed. Add in an egg, and then you're going to mix this together. Next, you're going to add in 2 cups of bread flour to this, and then you're going to start mixing this together. And I started in the middle and then worked my way out. This is what it looked like after everything was incorporated, and the original video did say that it was sticky. So I put a little bit of flour on parchment paper to put my dough on. I did not follow the instructions of the original video. She used a silicone mat, and you're just supposed to start mixing it together a little bit or kneading it, and then you're going to add in some butter. You're going to add in 3 tablespoons of butter. It's better if it's softened, and you're just going to work it into the dough. After struggling for about 5 minutes, I finally decided to switch to my silicone mats. And you're supposed to knead this for about 15 minutes. Because I was struggling so much, I did it for about 25 minutes. So the original video, she never added any flour when the dough was sticky. But I finally had to because it just was not looking like hers after about 20 minutes. So I decided my dough was going to look as good as it was going to get. So I decided to go ahead and place it into my oiled bowl, and that's where you're going to let it proof. I had a lot of problems getting to this point, but it did take me quite a few hours to finally get to the size, and it probably isn't even correct, but I had waited long enough. Probably my house wasn't warm enough, or because I didn't use saran wrap and had foil, that's probably why it looked like that. My little helper finally arrived to take over the camera, and so I could get the dough out, make it into a log, and then you're supposed to portion it out starting from the middle. It does make 8 portions. So if you start in the middle and then work your way out that way from both sides, then they'll be more or less evenly portioned. My little helper insisted on getting out from behind the camera, and so what you're supposed to do is roll each little portion out vertically, and then starting from the bottom, you're gonna just kind of roll up, so you have like a little hot dog or sausage of a bun. My little helper abandoned me. He got tired of rolling, so I had to finish the rest by myself. You're going to proof your sausage-looking buns in the baking tray again until they're doubled, and preheat your oven to 350 degrees if you're not using it to help rise your dough. Brush some egg wash on top of your dough and then bake for 15 to 20 minutes.
Guys, so after a very long day of trying to make these milk buns, this is the final product. The batch came out with 8 rolls. And so yeah, clearly they're kind of flat, and even the texture, I cut it open, even the texture doesn't look that good. It smells good, but it definitely does not look like the original video, which again I will put in my description box. I'll have to try this again next time. So again, we have another fail this week for Pamela Fear Nots, and this is again the reason why I typically do not make any kind of bread that has yeast in it. But hopefully, I mean, it's not a total failure. I mean, it does look like bread and it smells like bread. It's just not what it was meant to be, what it was supposed to be. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching this episode of Pamela Fear Not. Please check out my description box and subscribe if you like watching these videos. I also have some other series like the Unofficial Harry Potter and some videos related to my Memphis food blog. So please check out my blog as well. And until next time, hopefully this will motivate you guys to try new things. It might not be the best thing when it comes out, but if you don't try and you don't keep practicing, then you'll never know. All right, see you guys later. Bye.